Hello fans of the Northern Entertainment and welcome to another episode of my city car driving playthrough, let's play, whatever you want to call it. Now today we are for the first time in a modded car, and this modded car is very important to me, and why it is very important to me I will tell you guys in a bit. But first let me say a couple of things. One thing, happy Tuesday to everybody, and I hope you had a good start into the week. I hope you will enjoy the little time that we spent together here in the you as a passenger with me here in this Karmann Ghia. And I want to tell you guys a little bit as we drive. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the car, where it comes from, what the story behind the car itself is. And I'm also going to tell you my personal story with this car, because it has a very significant place in my heart, or a very special place in my heart, even though I never seen the original car that the story will tell about myself. But yeah, without further ado, first let's have a look on the outside. And as you can see, it is a coupe. It is a 2+2. That's what it's considered, a 2+2. Because you have two full seats in the front and then what's considered +2 in the back. And now this car, of course, was made before the advent of seat belts. And as you can see here now, maybe, I don't know how well you can see it, but this little badge on the front says VW, which is Volkswagen. And yes, the Karmann Ghia was a Volkswagen. It was based on the same wheelbase as the Beetle or Bug Type 1. It had a 4-stroke engine, 4-cylinder. You could get it in three different versions, or in two different versions, sorry. You could get it with a single carburetor, which had 35 horsepower, and you could get it with a double carburetor, which had 50 horsepower, which sounds really abysmal, but for back in the day, it was considered a sports car, and with a top speed on the 35 horsepower of 120 kilometers per hour and a top speed of 150 kilometers per hour on the 50 horsepower version, it was more than sufficiently motorized for the time. The vehicle was built from 1955 till 1972. Before I tell you more about the vehicle or bore you more with technical details about the vehicle, let's find some good tunes and let's get rolling, and I will tell you guys what my personal story with this vehicle is.
For the last defender.
So you might wonder, why did you choose a vehicle that old for your very first modded play, where you don't go for missions or whatnot? Well, the reason for that is fairly simple, and the reason is that my mom used to drive a Karmann Ghia just like this one, the same red. The only difference between this one and the one she drove would be that she had white wall tires. My dad actually bought that vehicle when it was brand new in 1967 is when he bought her, or sorry, in 67 he bought the vehicle. It was a present for their engagement. And yeah, she drove that vehicle for almost 10 years, right until 1978 when she became pregnant with me. And yeah, that's basically, this is the main reason that I choose this vehicle, because it, in a way, started my story. And it is the first vehicle where I really can say that has an impact on me, because, well, I heard a lot about the vehicle, I've seen a lot of pictures, and my mom really loved this vehicle. And for me to think that my grandpa actually was the one that didn't want her to drive it anymore, because he said that a sports car was not suitable for a becoming mom, or for a woman that's becoming a mom. So yeah, and that leads us kinda to the next vehicle. Whoa, that was close. Thanks, buddy. Are you guys... Wow. Yeah, I guess. You gotta be always ready for the unexpected. But yeah, that was basically the reason for me to choose this vehicle as our first vehicle in a modded playthrough. Are you drunk, buddy? Sure looks like it. I hope that this light turns green before I break my neck. There we go. But yeah, and I think this is what we continue. I will... Goodness me. It's a good thing that I have these reflexes. Wow. Unbelievable. But we will continue this in so far that I want to... Yeah, I just want to get past that dude. I don't trust him at all. But the next vehicles that we're gonna go through are gonna be the ones that my parents drove while I was growing up, and then of course we're gonna go to those vehicles that I drove when I finally got my license. And so I think it's gonna be quite an interesting journey, because there's a lot of vehicles that you will see. Now of course we are a little bit limited by what I can get on the modding market. I do hope that all the vehicles that are significant to me in one way or another, that I will find them. And so far I looked a little bit earlier. It looks fairly promising. There's certainly not everything, but for the most part they are there. And so it's going to be quite an interesting journey, where I have more to tell than just with this one. With this one, really, yeah, I guess the reason that this one impacted me so much is because, yeah, it's the first vehicle really that I remember seeing, where I remember seeing my mom very proudly sitting on the hood. And yeah, it's just funny to think of it, that my mother was driving a sports coupe. That, well, I mean, now it's not so funny anymore for me, because I'm getting older too, but when I was growing up it was a very funny thought for me, that mom in a sports coupe, right? I could have never imagined. And as you see the vehicles that I grew up with, that we drove, then you will probably understand why I was that way. But yeah, I just think it's a nice way. It's more than just a driving. It's yeah, it brings you guys a little bit of a story. I can share a little bit of a story, and yeah, I think it's a good way. But please let me know what you think about it. Let me know in the comment section below, and you know what? I think I'm gonna shut up now, and for the next, oh, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes or so, we're just gonna enjoy the ride and enjoy the tunes. Yeah guys, and this brings us almost already to the end of our little journey for today. And yeah, I do really hope that you enjoyed this little trip down memory lane together with me. And you will join me next time. Next time obviously we're gonna go back to doing some missions, just because I need to unlock more districts. That is the reason that we can't go here on the highway and stuff like that. So that of course is a little bit of a bummer, because I wanted to show you guys the max speed on this. Actually, I might be able to do and max it out here, which as I said, the 35 horsepower version would have maxed out at a 120 kilometers per hour, which is, I do believe, right around 75 miles. So let's see if we can get this baby up to max. 65, 68, 73, 70. Yeah, that's it. But we're just gonna pull out here at the gas station, and I'm gonna grab my beloved coffee. And yeah, I hope, as I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this little trip down memory lane. And the next modded car will be then a Mercedes, and there is a story to that one as well. But more to that once we are back in city car driving. And until next time, I say thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great day, and God bless you.